6 days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but 1 day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been rung once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the San Francisco 49ers and the Indianapolis Colts. Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Sky Moore on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
From Mr. Irrelevant just 3 years ago to one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No, but he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now motion him out of the backfield. Purdy throwing here to start. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
4 yards on the pickup.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They toss right side to McCaffrey. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Now Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Caught inbounds downfield. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
14 yards.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
A gain of 14.
They've run this 12-yard out route cadence combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Remain Pratt with the play defensively.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Robinson. And Get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock, gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Getting the fullback involved here. Pickup of 2 here, and that gives the 49ers the first.
It's a gain of 2. That's another 49er first down. 2 yards.
Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. George Kittle, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Colts nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So now the Colts getting their first opportunity on offense in this game. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
49ers closing in, and down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. It's on target to Pierce. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First down. First and 10.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate.
Line.
You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They go play action on first down. Brought in right side. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that sure is pushing out of field goal range.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in the loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. He's going to throw it again. That's incomplete left side. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leading on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
Air it out on third. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Colts going to kick this away now on fourth, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
First down, Purdy to throw. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
We've set it down from 37. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's another 49er first down. First
No frills,
10
nothing fancy.
49 line.
That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. They're working a couple yards past the line. Couldn't pay. There to take him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background that every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Steps up, and he's running with it. And that's going to be good for a first down from Purdy as he gives himself up to avoid the hit.
A 7-yard gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Purdy throwing here on first. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Running back sent in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. We've got a screen to the running back. He has the first down to the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. McCaffrey will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Robinson on the inside give. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Buck. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Eddie Pinheiro.
4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They go again with Taylor. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
To the air on 3rd and long. He puts some air under it deep down the left. So the heave knocked away from the intended target and brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here come the 49ers on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. A handoff for Robinson, running right. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They kick the running back in motion. Purdy out of the gun on 3rd down. He's going for it himself. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
19 yards. And a 49er 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Staying with Robinson. And all he can get is a yard here, Brian. It's going to be 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Short pass brought in. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Dumps it off to his running back. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's second and goal from the 6. Throwing from the gun here. Makes the catch. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 16-point ball game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead.
Colts nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
He's taken
That's
down
one of those sneaky little runs,
line.
Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Back at the 30-yard
He is
line.
quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
The Colts ready for the punt. Deep for the 49ers is Sky Moore. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now. They need 7. Slot man motioned over. Purdy looking to throw. It's taken in by Kendrick Moore. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
It's a gain of 10.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs from 37. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Brought down behind
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line, second down. They send a tight end in motion. Play action now. Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher, and I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Here he goes, third and long. And they'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
It's a loss of 2
Not terribly
yards.
complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On fourth down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
First and 10.
The Colts offense set to head out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? Mm-hmm. As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nickel set from the Niners on third down. Working now from the gun. It's downfield. He's got it. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 23 on that one. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Quick throw is caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
'49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play. Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez.
The Niners take over.
The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Purdy. He's got it over the middle. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Purdy on the play action. And it's Bourne with a catch outright. And this one does not go far.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Man in motion out of the slot. Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. It's brought in by Jennings. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Motioning the tight end left. On 2nd down, Robinson. And give him the 47-yard line, Brock, as he's nestled up right near that 1st down marker.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Purdy will sneak it. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Hits him on the out route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that gives the 49ers the 1st. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this 1st half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. New set of downs for them from the 31. Going right side, Robinson with it. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another carry for Robinson. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
That's another 49er first down.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Piniero's kick is good. And before the half, they're able to tack on 3 more.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts offense getting one final possession here in the half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. To the air now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 32-yard
That is a
line.
textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Look at that power. Deep left side. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's on target to Pierce. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Dumped off to his running back. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
He's out of bounds.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Here's Gould on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Indianapolis getting its offense out there to start off this second half. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the 3rd with Taylor. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 29-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Taylor again. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing now on first down. Going with a screen to Taylor. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Taylor now up the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
To throw here on first down. Now here he goes. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. That's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Second down now. They need 7. They're going play action. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still second down.
So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be first down Colts.
First and 10 at the 35-yard
Defenders
line.
in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
First down, play action. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Once more into the hands of Pittman. And this one doesn't go far.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, there's way too much risk for that reward.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Design quarterback run here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Slot man motioned over. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Brings it in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's good.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Free play here. Let's see what he does. This one won't be wheeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still first down.
After the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Taylor has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. He gets it again. And this time he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it.
Previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And his instincts right on for that one. Took a second look at it and ends up changing the call. Only need about half a yard, if that, Brock. This is 3rd and goal. He tries to sneak it, and he gets in. Touchdown! The Colts cut into the lead coming into halftime. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts drop the lead back to 13.
20, Colts 7.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Isaac Gorindo to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The 49ers and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. That last touchdown given up, cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Running back sent in motion. Pretty throwing here on first. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
To Ricky Pearsall. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Finds him over the middle. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Colts in the nickel set on 3rd. Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st down throw by Purdy. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running left is Robinson. He's got it in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Now we get to that good old-fashioned situational football. And my eyes, Kate, all over this defense. How can you now respond after giving up such a long run?
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. You can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And they'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. That was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. Purdy throwing here. Oh, he's in trouble. He's going to go down. The Colts got him. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
Oh, that's a bummer right there, Kate. Nothing early open on that down. And I'd much rather see him try to go forward, keep fourth down and play. Taking that big a loss, well, really rules out that kind of decision.
Fourth down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Pinheiro
now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They got the job done their last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. So first and 10 now from the 30. It's an option right that begins this drive. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nothing.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Dropping back to throw. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Third and long for him here. Complete. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down carry for Taylor. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They run again on first with Taylor. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard
I say.
line.
You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Drawing up the design keeper. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Zone read, handoff to Taylor. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards of the end block. It's third down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
We'll see what the Colts do facing a huge 2-point conversion attempt.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They want to run it across. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter.
Niners 23, Colts 15.
Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust, and they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a 1-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them one snap away from a totally different ball game.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Window to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Play action now with Purdy. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on it.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hits his running back. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down. 24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st down, Purdy to throw. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Complete left side there to Jennings. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. Lost by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Purdy going to look to run. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typical QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. They'll air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
It's 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. Very short kick here from the right hash. Piniero's kick is good. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a two-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Taking him by downs, left side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
22 out of that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.